Namaskar. This is an interesting subject for almost everyone. Reason being is it is the second house and it relates to money, it relates to family and everything. So we all struggle for this income that comes from it. We struggle for a good family, we struggle for a good income. Second house is basically a struggle where you try to get decent lifestyle. Okay, so expenditure can be there. Then, as far as the second house is good, the expenditure can be always be met. Okay, so if that is not good, then you are in trouble. For that matter of fact, if you look at second house says about family, says about your speech, your mother tongue, talks about income. Okay, all these things. Second house indicates all these things and many more. So if you don't speak properly, you have a problem. If you can't speak, you have a problem. With certain mother tongues, if you're in the wrong place, probably that would be a problem. Okay. If you are not having enough income, that would be a problem. Your family is not good, that would be a problem. So, second house indicates all these problems that are there in our lifestyle, and it is a very important house when you consider all the 12 houses. First is mine, so it is very, very important. The second is where I am, my family, and this is very important because my food, everything is very, very important. The first is mine, the second is this. So these are the two very most important things in our life. Okay, so let's see how we can see this in astrology. Okay, so we calculate the wealth from your Janma Kundali. Okay, the houses that are generally needed. Okay, the first house accounts for the career of the native. Okay, this is the career of the native. Then second house is responsible for the savings because you get enough income, then only you can save. The sixth house stands for depth. Okay, the loans that you have and other issues that you have. As 10th house is status for you, whether you are in a good status or not. If you don't have a job, you don't have status. Remember that. Okay, fifth house is different. 10th house gives you this status. Okay, 11th house is for the growth, income growth. 12th house is with the expense, whatever you spend. Okay, so I don't see that as positive or negative from an income point of view because only when the second house you have enough income you can spend it on the 12th house, right? So that's it. And there are a couple of more houses like ninth and 10th houses. They also signify money. Ninth is more of fortune, luck, things like that. So 10th house is generally you work hard to make the money. Okay, maybe you work, you do some business, and then you make money. There are other houses also where you will get unearned money, like in the 8th house. Maybe you will get an insurance. Okay, you might have got an injury and the medical things might not, the hospital might not have done a proper job, and you sue them, you get unearned money. Okay, or you might get an ancestral property. Those are all unearned wealth that you can get. Okay, so now when you look at from our chart, okay, when you look from our own chart, so where do you go and see that money? Where do you go and see where my money is stuck? Okay, so there are few in traditional way when you watch. Okay, and when you see the traditional way, what happens is we have to see the all the houses where Jupiter is sitting, where Sun is, and you have to see where Venus is sitting. These all planets will show you how much is there any good wealth in your hand that you can make. Okay. Now, these planets might be good. Okay, might be good in its own places. But when does it manifest it? When does the money come into our hand? So this predominantly what we do is we look at Dasa Bhuktis and then say if this dasa bhuktis are there and this combination is there, then it might come. Okay. Okay. This is where what I found was ALP as a concept beautifully tells us where the when the money will come. And we don't even look at dasa bhuktis. The reason being is it is calculated, dasa bhukti is already taken care of in the ALP's concept. Okay. So when we do this, I look at the lagna which keeps on moving. Okay, every 1 year, 1 month, and 10 days, it keeps on moving from one house to the one pada to the next pada. So as it migrates, okay, from one pada to the next pada, it indicates very clearly whether you will make money and what kind of money and what would be the percentage of effort needed to make that money. Okay, and whether it come easy, whether it come from all these things, it will show. It's beautiful. So supposing I show you, okay, let me, if supposing somebody is ALP Lagna, okay, is running in Ashwini, okay, Ashwini, first pada or something like that, if it is running. So where will the income come from? The income should be coming from probably from his father or from government sources. Okay, and when you see that how easy I said that, and provided your ALP is running in Ashwini one. Okay, so now that shows where the money will come and how. What do you do if the money is not coming there? That solution is also seen through the second house there. Okay, and beautifully it so happens that if the second house is you want money, the 10th house also should be good. Okay, the 10th house happens to be your karma sthana. If your 10th house is not supporting, then the second house will not support. Okay, so both the houses has to support for you get the income. Now, if you want this income to convert into wealth, okay, when you want the income to convert into wealth, which is the fourth house, that also has to support. And supposing you want to buy a property, okay, you want to buy a car, then you have expenses. Your 12th house should support. Your second house of income should support. The fourth house should support for that. And the 12th house for spending that money on that, all that also should support. Only then what will happen is you will be able to acquire that wealth. And this is clearly shown wherever your ALP Lagna falls in. Okay, in case if it falls on, if the ALP Lagna is in Revati, for example, especially in the last phases, 1, 2, 3 phases, and the three, that's okay, 3, 4, and 5. That's a 2, 3, and 4 phase of Revati Nakshatra. There is a beautiful chance that you might end up like buying a property or a car which is very safe. Okay, so this is how it's so easy, right? I didn't even look at anything. I just said you have Revati, it should be there. LP should fall on Revati, and the probability of you buying a house or a car becomes very high. So, and provided that house and the nakshatra they are also supporting that, okay, then you get into that particular mode. You want to go abroad, for example, to make money, okay, to you're going for, so your 10th house has to support, your 12th house has to also support because the 12th house is you have to go abroad. The second house of income also has to support. And you have to move, right? Your third house also has to show you that you're moving. The ninth house also has to show you for a long time. So all this thing together will show you movement. But all this time, I'm not saying Dasa Bhukti. I'm only saying LP Lagna, and from that, I'm deciphering all the. So enough of all this explanation. So if you want your chart to be, you want to see how it is read, and you want to know, I think you should come to the live session that I will have. I'll be announcing, and keep watching for it, and I'll probably put it in a day or so, and you can come live and you can probably put in the comments and I will read your chart directly live. Okay, Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.